NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Room here. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. A long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85.
Didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Prescott on
first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he fields it cleanly. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Playing everybody through it. I think we've seen that in recent years.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hands it off out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just fed the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Philadelphia in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Prescott now. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
That's complete to Bell over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They find and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter.
Let's go. Pass the 50, pass the 50.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. They've got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Prescott.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And this is caught. Touchdown. Philip. 52 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Prescott, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 83 yards.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
McPherson is set to be gone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys 14. Kevin McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got the 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Kevin McPherson is set to kick off.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Back to it after the pick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the draw, this is Barkley.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go now.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be brought down just shy of 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Prescott.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Got it to Bell on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Right back to him on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so